Hey, what's up guys? So, this week's inspiration topic was, books. And I guess I wasn't really feeling, really creative this week, so I couldn't think of anything, cool to do. So I thought I would just share with you guys, some of the books that I am currently obsessed with or I have read and are really good. So, yeah. One of the first things I guess I should tell you guys is, I really like zombies, so I totally jumped on that zombie trend, and I read almost anything I could find. And one of the books that I have and I bought was the Zombie Survival Guide, and I love it. And I don't have it with me just because my brother borrowed it, but I've read that book twice. It's a really good book. I really like it. And then I went out and I bought the sequel to it, which is World War Z. This is a good book too. So this is kind of like the book that comes after the Zombie Survival Guide. So it's as if you were to survive the zombie apocalypse. So this is that book, and I really love it. I really recommend this book to anyone who really likes zombies, as well as the Zombie Survival Guide. It's if you like comedy, the Zombie Survival Guide is a really good book, because it's just pretty much details everything that you could possibly run into in a zombie apocalypse, and what you can use as a weapon, and what's better, and where you can hide, stuff like that. So recently, in my general area where I live, the Borders started going out of business, and there's one a couple miles down from my house, so I started going there a lot recently, and all their books are 20% off right now. I'm sure they'll go down more, but I went crazy and I bought a few books. So one of the books that I bought was this giant zombie book, and I love it. I haven't finished reading it. I just started reading it, and the author, John Skip, is super hilarious. So he really explains everything in a really fun and quirky manner, and so it kind of explains zombies and a lot of stuff like that. And this is a really good book, and it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 zombie stories, as well as some from John Skip. So it's a pretty big book, and this book only cost me $7.99, so that was pretty cool. So I got this book, and then let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I have Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. This is a good book too. It's just like Pride and Prejudice, except for they're fighting zombies, so that's pretty cool. It's a good book. I liked it. It was a good book. It's kind of slow moving, but after you get into it, it's pretty good. So then these are the 3 books that I've recently read. I read all 3 of these in the course of a week, all 3 in less than a week, because I could not stop reading them. I was I went to Borders and I got these 2. I got Boy Toy. I strongly recommend this book. It's such a good book. So good. And I, the expression, don't judge a book by its cover. I totally do. Not personally, not a person, but books, I really do. If the book has a good cover, it makes me want to read it. I don't ever go into a bookstore to purchase a specific book. I always go look around and whatever book catches my attention. So that's basically what happened there. So I saw that one, and I thought it was really interesting looking, and it says, Boy Toy is an unsettling read, but that's exactly what it ought to be. And I really, really wanted to read it. So I read it, and I read it in a day. I could not put it down, and it's such a good book, and I really recommend this book. It's kind of a little bit graphic, but it's amazing, and this book was $8.99, so it was really cheap, and then it was 20% off. So I got that book, and then I got Bliss, and this is more of a ghost story, and this is a really good book too. And this book was only $7.95 plus the 20% off, so they're really cheap. And this one I read the following day, and this one took me a day and a half. Because, yeah. And the really cool thing about this book is it's got little quotes, random quotes from random things, and these black pages, and they're pretty interesting. Yeah, so This one's a really good book too. I recommend this book. The ending was not as amazing as the majority of the book, but it was alright. And then I also got Speak Softly She Can Hear, and this one took me 3 days to read because it was kind of slow moving, but it was really good at the same time. So I really enjoyed this book. So I really recommend, I would say if you were to like go out and purchase a book, I recommend Boy Toy because I couldn't put this book down. It was really good. So yeah, those are just some of the books. I have a lot more and stuff, but those are just the ones that I thought were worth mentioning. Let's see. Okay, so moving on to the opinion topic. This week's opinion topic is bullying, and bullying is wrong. Like, I think that any kind of bullying is wrong. Like, you know, whether it's in a person or if it's cyberbullying, it's just wrong, and I don't understand why some people do that. And like, I know it's like cyberbullying. I know it's so much easier to sit behind your computer screen and type mean things about someone because you're just a screen name, but it's wrong. You know, like, you gotta think about it. And it's like, people, I mean, these are still people, you know, and it's like, you wouldn't go like up to someone and say all those mean things if they were there in front of you. So why would you do it when you're behind a computer? And it's just, bullying in person is kind of like, you always bully someone who's younger or smaller, or, you know, less intimidating, and I just think it's wrong. I just think that bullying is really wrong, and I think that I don't understand how someone can bring themselves to hurt another person like that. And I really wish people wouldn't do hurtful things to each other like that, but I mean, that's just, I guess there's a lot of bad things in this world, and that's one of those things that just happens and you can't help but happen because they just do. I really wish they didn't, but they do. And I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about bullying. I mean, there's really not much to say about it other than it's wrong, and I really wish people wouldn't do that to each other. But, you know, you're only responsible for you. And if you can be a good person and not hurt another, then that's amazing. And if everyone did that, everyone did their part and did that, the world would be the world would be I can't even talk right now. The world would be a better place. Yes, there we go. And I just, you know, that's pretty much all I have to say on bullying. So, yeah, that was this week's inspiration, topic, and opinion. And, yeah, that's about it. So, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I'll see you guys all next week. Bye.